Today, I'm teaching you how to do perfect crossovers every single time. Today, I'm teaching you how to do perfect crossovers, perfect running crossovers every single time, okay? Now, it's a really quick drill, and we're gonna try and do this very, very quick and very easy for you, right? Hopefully you guys are past the stage of basic bounce. You can maybe do a few crossovers with a little boxer step or even with basic bounce. Today, I'm gonna be teaching you such a very cool and easy drill to implement in your training sessions to make sure that you are simply super accurate, okay? Because this is what crossovers is all about. You need to be very accurate with your crosses, with your timing, and with your technique. Before we get started with the tutorial, people, remember, hit my links down below, www.rushathletics.co.uk. Use Rush10 for 10% discount and grab yourself the hottest speed ropes and jump ropes across the internet. We ship worldwide. We're also available on major Amazon platforms. Today, I'm using the iconic Money Rope Performance. I would recommend you guys use a speed rope when you're learning your crossovers and when you're learning to try and go at speed with your crossovers, because it simply can cut through the air a little bit easier, a little bit lighter on your hands and your wrists and forearms, etc. But you can also implement these moves with our Nova rope and Legacy rope. Just means you're gonna go a little bit slower. All right, so let's get straight into this, people. This is the drill, okay? And this is a very, very key and important kind of technique to understand when it comes to crossovers. Now, what I'm gonna try and get you to do when you wanna start doing your crossovers with more accuracy and more speed, it's gonna sound weird, but I want you to get really hunched over, right? Like this. Now, it's really important, before we get really in detail with this video, is that you want your rope to not be too long or too short, okay? Now, the reason that a long rope can really affect your crossovers is because there'll just be too much happening with the loops. If you're slapping the floor, if you're making just a lot of drag with the rope on the floor, it's not gonna give you these clean arcs that we're looking for. And similarly, if your rope's too short, you're simply just gonna keep tripping every single time. You do need a little bit of leeway, as it were, the rope at least to clip the floor very slightly. So what I'm gonna get you to try and do that first is I'm gonna get you to try and bend down, okay? So from the side angle, you're gonna feel this, okay? There's gonna be a lot of feel versus real happening with this video today. But what I'm gonna get you to do is I'm gonna get you to bend down, okay? Now, what this teaches us, guys, what this helps us to do is it helps us to really cross the arms, right? Wide. Now, the reason why a lot of people trip up on their crosses, and I've said this on many videos, is they just get here. Too short by the wrist, they cross here, and they expect themselves to be able to pass through a very, very narrow loop, okay? Now, as we get better, and as you'll see from this video later down the line, is we can get to this point where we do cheat a little bit and don't have to cross as wide, but it will take time for you to understand where you can and where you can't go, okay? So at the beginning, you're just gonna cross really wide, almost like your head's facing the floor. This is really bad technique. This is not what we're gonna try and do going forward. It's just a drill, okay? You're gonna feel like you're down here, and look how far I can cross. As you get taller, the crosses get a little bit less wide, but we're getting to that, okay? So give yourself a couple of minutes just practicing crossing like this. You could do it with a boxer step, you could do it with a run step, but what this is gonna help you do is gonna help you make sure that you get used to crossing properly, right? Not by the wrist. You're gonna always trip up if you're starting off there. Now, the next thing you're gonna do is slowly, right? We're gonna start raising the body upwards, okay? So I'm just getting into posture now. And what you're gonna do is, if you find yourself tripping, even at this stage, just go back to the fundamentals. Feel like you're giving yourself a big hug, all right, guys? I can't stress this enough. You need to feel like you're honestly wrapping your hands around your body, just so we can get a really big loop. And there's no way that we can trip when the rope is this wide. Then it's just a timing thing with your feet, okay? Now, what you're gonna do for the timing is we're gonna start to make sure that our feet move with our hands. So when it comes to a running crossover, what's happening is we drive one leg up and we cross at the same time. So it's that. So as you can see, as I cross, the right knee comes up, okay? So then that's how we get the timing, just like that, all right? Back to the drill. So as we're working on this posture now, is we started low, and you're gonna start coming slowly upwards. And as you come slowly upwards, peeps, we're just focusing on keeping our eyes on the rope. We're bringing the posture nice and upright. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna feel like you're actually going fully upright, trying to keep the technique and then you're gonna come back down. And what you're gonna do is when you come back down, guys, you're gonna understand where it feels most comfortable for you. So it's kind of mad, folks. Like, I've been doing tutorials around crossovers for many years, right? I've done loads of videos. And this posture kind of drill is something that I haven't shared before. And it's kind of weird because when I was thinking about it today in the gym, I was thinking how important your posture really is, because as you come lower, it will get easier, but this is actually not where you wanna be, all right? With your head and your neck kind of in this kind of comfortable position. You wanna get to a point where your hands can cross, but you're not too upright like this. You're just in this comfortable position. And for me, and it's gonna be different for every single person, for me, I like to feel a slight tilt, especially when I'm going at speed, okay? So if you imagine going at speed, if you imagine driving these feet up, it's where you feel comfortable. Like for me, if my back is super straight and I'm driving knees up, it doesn't feel comfortable. I wanna feel really nice and athletic, where I'm ready to like run a race. And you'll see that I wanna have a little bit of body tilt, and at the same time, give myself enough space for my hands to kind of move. So as I was saying to you before with the timing, it's drive the knee up and cross. So boom, like that, boom, all right? And as you wanna get faster, now that you have this posture, we're comfortable with it, the last key point is our head position. Now this is really strange. A lot of people, when they're doing crossovers and they're like throwing these hands around the place, you see sometimes people's head moving up and down. If you watch Mayweather even do these kind of movements, he has this kind of bopping movement with his head, which is quite cool. What I like to feel is just a very steady, straight, neutral neck position, but my head feels like it's staying really still, okay? Now that all that happens is I'm just feeling my shoulders come together, arms come together, and like I said, my head is in the same position. You don't want to dip it too much, you don't want to raise it too much, just nice. Keep the eye level dead straight, and then we're just feeling where this rope is. We're hearing the whips, and then when the posture's right, we know we're gonna get this done super nice, super slick, super accurate, like I always wanna show you on this channel. So folks, hopefully that helped you get a bit of speed, a bit of slickness in your game. As always, thank you so much for supporting this channel, watching these videos, and dropping me thumbs up and commenting. It means the world to me. Let me know down below what you want to see going forward. I've got tons more advanced and beginner skills coming your way. And yeah, grab your ropes, grab your mats, make your cardio epic again. So yeah, until next time, take care of yourself, skip the treadmill, stay safe. Peace.
Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.